yeah, let's go over UCF. As far as I know, like about UCF, I don't really see any big problems with UCF at all. Basically, in Melee right now, you have like a big ass lottery, and the lottery tickets are controllers. And you buy a controller, you open it up, and it most likely sucks. You buy a new controller, and you're hoping that, oh, I'm gonna win this time. And you don't. And then you can buy another 10 controllers, and they still might not be like the way it should be. And even if they are like the best controller you can get, it's still like randomness when you're doing your dashback sometimes. So that's extremely bad as well. Chill drops on some controllers are drastically easier than others. Most controllers that you can buy these days, they can chill drop fairly good on one side and badly on one side. And in before people say if you do straight down, blah, 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 yes. But most people do not use that method in the first place. And second of all, the fact that a lot of controllers can do one side really good, or at least pretty good, and the other side can't at all. And then you have some controllers that can't do the axe method, I think people refer to, when you press like basically 90 degrees to left or right, and then diagonally down. Some controllers can't do it on either side, and then very rarely, maybe 5% of controllers, if even that, can do it on both sides, out of the box, with no extra notches. So basically controllers right now is an uneven playing field. If you're lucky, you win the lottery, you get the $1 million prize of a perfect controller, but most likely you're getting a shitty ass controller that you never want to play with again. And I'm a person that have had very strong opinions about controllers for a long time. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't understand why UCF would be a problem for people. Pure melee, I don't understand why that necessarily would even have to be a thing. And the argument of it being hard for TOs to implement, maybe. I can see a concern there, but I feel like eventually that's not going to be a concern at all. If every setup at tournaments that is allowed is a UCF setup, then what's the problem? Then you're not going to have an incident like Chudet and Leffen. You just make sure that every setup is UCF, nothing else during the entire tournament on any setup. And other than that, I don't really understand or I don't even know if other arguments have been provided for people against UCF other than pure melee and it being harder for TOs. But yeah, I personally just want to end this lottery. Like, you can buy mini controllers and they are most likely bad. And even if you get a pretty good one, the lifespan for them is not that high either. So it doesn't only become a lottery, it's also a much higher cost. Higher cost because you need to buy controllers more often. It's also a higher cost because most people don't know how to fix like chill drops and stuff. So they might hire someone to do it. And of course, it might be good for these people, but I feel like a lot of new players, you don't want to push for them as well to be like, oh, you need to buy this, this, and this. You want to keep it simple to get new people into the game. And if you as a new player, you hear that, oh, Mewtwo King is having a notch controller, and this top player is having a notch controller. And yeah, I just feel like it's not good for newcomers as well. So we should try to keep it more simple when it comes to controllers. And yeah, right now it's just like a big ass hound to find a good controller, and it's really hard. And I personally hate it, have hated it for a long time, and I just want controllers to work the way they should be working. If you ask me, like dashbacks, it shouldn't be random how often your controller can do it. It shouldn't be random that sometimes it doesn't happen at all, just because fucking stupid random shit. Yeah, no, this triggers me a little bit. But assuming I haven't missed out on like some really important issue with UCF that I so far have not heard about at all, my personal opinion is that UCF should be legal, should be used. End the lottery for the Smashers. Let's go.